Hello, welcome back. I was looking for a way to do this. I got a Coyote this year and I wanted to display the skull on a board. And there's lots of little tutorials on how to do it, but not really the way I want to do it. So I thought I'd give it a try and I'll show you how to do that here. Hit that subscribe button down there. Check this out. So what I want to do that's so different is most people display their coyote skulls and fox skulls like this, mouth closed. I want to display it with the mouth open partially so you can see those teeth and really appreciate what those dogs have for choppers. But there's no tutorial on how to do that. And the way these jaws fit together, they really don't lend themselves to a good way to attach it. So I think I got a pretty basic way figured out. We're going to give that a try. So some of this I've done before with deer skulls and such. We're going to use a drill, a few properly sized drill bits, a 2-inch drywall screw, very important, a hanger for the back of our board, pencil, straight edge, of course our skull, and I got this plaque from McKenzie Taxidermy. I'll put a link to that down in the description below along with the hardware for this stuff. So that part's a pretty easy part of the project. So the first thing I want to do is locate my center point on this plaque from the back. And you'll notice I got the hot glue gun heating up. Just put a little mark there. A little mark down here. I've left the plastic on the front for now while I'm doing this. And roughly where I'm going to want that skull to be. So that's about where my skull hole is going to be located. So now we got to drill a hole in the base of the skull, and a good place to do it is about right here. This is a little raised centerpiece. You can't really do it there because drilling the hole there is going to be really hard. But right at the base of that, it's a good thick piece of bone right there you can drill through to secure your skull to the board. Use the smallest drill bit you have for a pilot hole. And remember, when you drill it, don't drill it straight in. Drill it kind of on an angle once you get started, because the skull is going to be on an angle, and you need that angle for the screw hole as well. Here we go. See that angle I got that thing on? That'll help you a lot when it comes time to mount it. Don't forget to use a drill bit that matches the shaft of your screw so the threads are a little bit bigger. That way it'll grip the skull good without splitting the bone. You got to try to line it up straight too. There we go. So that's done. I brought this in a little closer for you to see. This is where this stuff seats, right here on this jaw. You'll be able to see it if you have one to work with. That's where the hinge point is. And you need to have these lines straight on the lower jaw and those top teeth. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some hot glue in this little curved area here. Line that lower jaw up using the front to line everything up all the way down. The back should line up itself. But we're going to eyeball it between the crack in the lower jaw and between those two front teeth right there to try to get everything straight. You definitely want to take note about how far this lower jaw overhangs these joints right here. So when you put this back on the hot glue, you're only going to have a few seconds to get this thing oriented right before it starts to set up. So I'm going to put a nice little dollop of hot glue each side of this thing. This jaw. Again, lining up the bottom jaw with those top teeth so everything's straight. And just hold it there till everything sets up. Alright, now that's pretty much set up. I'm going to have a look, and it looks good. We got good glue penetration without it showing. So I think that's going to be good. You can see on the inside there The camera picks it up. Pretty good glue penetration in that joint. We're not going to be putting a lot of force on this thing either. See that? So that should be good. Check that out and look how cool that looks. That's all right. Something you're going to want to do is you're going to want to countersink the back of this screw that's going to mount your skull. So very gently drill that thing in a little bit. Enough to hide that screw head back in there. Look at that, just as flush as can be. That's what we want. Let's do a little quick test fit here. Run that in a little bit. It's not in all the way just yet. Just want to check it out. Definitely looks very cool. Good fit, everything's where I want it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this off, get our hanger put on. Remember that center point line we made earlier? Going to work out perfect for this part. Just a little bit more. All right. Now we just finished assembling it. We'll be done. When you draw them up, just do it gently. You don't need much, just hold it. You got to get them all lined up. Like I said, it doesn't take but a little bit to hold it. You don't have to get this thing tight. Just snug it up to where the skull is relatively snug with the board, and you're done. Look, it looks pretty cool. Let's go add that to the office wall. That looks very cool. Really shows off those teeth well. So there you go. I think that's a pretty good way to display those fox and coyote skulls. There's links in the description below. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page. Hit that subscribe button down there in the corner and check out some of the other videos while you're here. We'll see you next time.